So here we have a new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500. This one comes in the AT4 trim level. We have the AT4 premium package as well. This color is sterling metallic, and then we have jet black with Kalahari accent leather interior. For the powertrain, we get a 3-liter inline 6 turbocharged, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we have our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. We get the LED fog lights as well, and a nice rugged front fascia here on the AT4. Love the red recovery hooks here. You can see the front parking sensors integrated there. Now down here to these wheels, these are going to be 20-inch aluminum. And I'm just speaking up a little bit because there are leaf blowers in the background. I can't get away from them. But passive keyless entry on the front. To the door panel here, memory seat functions, power door lock controls. We have one-touch up and down windows on the front, express down on the back, power folding side mirrors that do have blind spot monitors in them. And then we get a Bose sound system, 2 bottle holders, and a map pocket there. Now over here we have our electronic parking brake, full 4-wheel drive. We have our drive modes. We have normal, sport, and off-road that we can go through. And then our headlamp controls are there. Hood release, power tilt telescoping steering wheel, heads-up display controls here. And then here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. And you can see the jet black, how it pairs with that Kalahari there. It looks fantastic and it feels nice as well. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Trying to do the best I can with this window sticker here. $74,045 is the sticker price, and there's the parts content there. But fuel economy is great with this Duramax 22 city, 26 highway. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so let's go ahead and check out the space sitting behind myself in the back. So pretty good space back here. Seat back pockets are on both sides. We have 3-stage heated outboard seats, a USB-C, USB-A charge port, rear AC vents are there, bottle holders. There's a view of the front from back here. This one does include a power sunroof, so there is that with the sunshade up, and then LED lights throughout. Bottle holders are here in the middle. And then nice sturdy hook to hang up a uniform if we need to. Now we do get the in-seat storage, which I really like. And then we do have the storage compartment on this one. So you lift the seat up and then you have an actual space there. And then if you need the top tethers for the car seats or the lower anchors, there those are. But there's the fuel filler. Again, it's a diesel engine, so I'll only put diesel in there. You have DEF as well. But to the back end here, LED tail lamps, integrated exhaust in the rear bumper. And then we have our tow hitch here. And there is the spare tire. We have the Pro tailgate, so if you want to go ahead and let this part down, you can kind of use it as a step to get in there. And then a 3-prong household plug-in 120-volt spray-on bed liner. And again, I'm just trying to go through this as quickly as possible so I can get back in before they come back around here with the leaf blowers. But power front passenger seat, 2-way power lumbar support. Like the stitching in the headrest. And then we have a pocket here, top storage pocket there. I like that. And then a lockable glove compartment down below. And the owner's manuals are in here. As we come back around to the front, quick look in the engine bay. And again, 3-liter Duramax diesel. And then I'm just gonna set the blinkers real quick so you can see those so I can get inside here. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So a nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. AC vents are up here. It's an interesting design move, but I really like it. It allows the air to just go right at you. Now down here, Google Assistant system, so that includes the Google Maps. Let me adjust that brightness. You can see that here on the side. We get the AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth, and then we have Google News, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, Play Store. I believe this is an Android 12 system. So yeah, you have access to that Play Store, which really allows you to do quite a bit. Now for the cameras, we get a bird's eye view on the side, and then we have the front, rear, kind of like a top-down view there, curbside, and then my favorite, which is the bed view camera. You can see what's going on in the bed of the truck. Dual zone automatic climate control, so you can either use the screen or you have buttons and knobs down below with the 3-stage heated cooled seats. Fan speed, turn the whole system on or off, control fan direction, then temperature again on either side there. Now for your settings, vehicle settings include rear seat reminder, team driver, buckle to drive. And then if you go to your system settings down here, you can change your language. And then over here, volume knob, and you can mute there. And I like how they put a volume knob, a power button, and a home button. So those are 3 important things that you'll need if you get lost in the system and you don't have to necessarily go through the screen to use those functions. But down here, lane keeping system, and then you have the parking sensors there, auto stop toggle. This is for the tailgate if you want to lower that. Hazards here, traction control, downhill brake assist there. And then a USB-A, USB-C port. Trailer brake controller. To put it in gear, hit the brake, push this button on the side, drive. You can tap for that low gear, use the limiters, and then you can use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, and you can see what gear you're in that bottom right-hand corner. And then pull up for neutral, hit the button, pull all the way up for reverse, press P for park. Bottle holders. And then you do have a wireless charging pad here, 3-prong household plug-in, and then the USB-C, USB-A duo in here are linked directly to your radio. But removable tray, and you have even more space underneath there. Now rear camera mirror off, on, garage door transmitter, sunroof controls, and then your power sliding rear windows there. There are your lights, OnStar. And when I push this back, we're gonna see how far it slides with one touch. So it goes all the way behind the cover, which is nice. And then again, for the power sliding rear window, there's that. Vanity mirror here. And then left side stalk behind the steering wheel, blinkers, wipers, one time intermittent, and then you have the fluid here. You can toggle the auto high beams here on the side. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can go through our radio station favorites or track list. And then behind on the right side, volume up, volume down. For the cruise control, turn that on, hold this cancel button to go between adaptive and regular, and you'll get a notification whenever you're going in or out of those. You can set your speed here. The gap adjust for the forward collision alert, and the adaptive cruise is here. Your heated steering wheel toggles there. Voice recognition, mute, and then these 2 arrows in the scroll bar go through the gauge cluster when it's not in this transport mode here. So it's in there to save the battery life, and it's kind of difficult to get it out. So we're just gonna leave it as is. It's pretty neat. You can change what's shown in the bottom, what's shown in the little circles there, but I mean, it all makes sense. And then right in front of me here, we have the heads-up display, and we can change what's on that. And it's not dancing like that, that's just my camera, but you can change what's shown there if you so choose. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this 1500 AT4, I love the Duramax in these. It's just, it's quick, but it's not too much. It just feels like the engine that you should have in a pickup truck. And I love that GM's putting these in more and more of their lineup. Now the power output is good here. I like the, you know, the roar that you get from the engine. Just all this is really nice, I think. And you also get a bit of an incentive to do it as well. You get the better fuel economy. Can't remember if there's a discount on this. I believe there is if you get the Duramax package, which is crazy to think about as opposed to getting a V8. But I've got a little bit of space here, so I'm going to give it a quick pull. Here we go. So I love how it scoots. Didn't even put it in a sport mode. Didn't really need it to. I kind of let the turbo do its thing there, but it's quick. It really is. And I like that it's not only quick, but it's, again, it's seamless. It's not like you're having a red line or you feel like you're straining the engine. It just goes. Now with this being in the transport mode, I can't show off the adaptive cruise, but it's what you expect adaptive cruise to be. It just keeps that safe distance between yourself and the vehicle in front of you. Huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below, and it takes just a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. And heck, if you're looking to find one of these pre-owned, you want to get a deal on that, hit the third link down below, and then I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these used as well. But I really like how this drives, floated down the road there. Even with it being more off-road oriented, I don't feel like I'm in a lifted truck in a good way. It's still comfortable. It still feels right to drive. I don't feel like I'm being taken over by the lift and all of that. So I really like how GM really have done their trail bosses and AT4s in general, just giving them that more off-road oriented feel without it necessarily being noticeable in how it drives. But this is an AT4 premium package, technology package. It's loaded out. So for the $75K sticker price, I think you get a lot for it, but it's not a cheap truck. So just keep that in mind. But it is very nice. Now another thing I like is the blow-off valve. The whistle that you get from the turbo is really nice. It feels like a Duramax should feel. So if that's something that is kind of gearing you towards getting a truck like this because you like how the 2500s, 3500s move, you'll be impressed with this truck, I think. But I like all the features. I like having the digital display. I love the newer radio here, the buttons, the knobs, the heads-up display, rear camera mirror, and then how this one's optioned with a sunroof. And again, it's expensive, but you get a lot for it. And just with how much everything else is nowadays, I'd take this and pay a little extra money. Well, I shouldn't say a little extra money, but pay that extra chunk of change to get this as opposed to, I don't want to say an SLE and a Sierra, but if I were looking at a Silverado work truck or something like that, or even like a custom, I would pay the extra money for this because you get so much with it. The blind spot monitors, adaptive cruise, and then just having that camera in the back in the bed, just to keep an eye on that. For someone who uses their trucks to basically haul only, the bed camera is a must-have for me. Make sure nothing's blowing around back there. Make sure nothing's about to fall out if I need to go grab a treadmill or something like that. But the AT4, as off-road oriented as it still feels like a luxury pickup to me. But if you're looking at the Raptor or something like that, or even the more performance-oriented Rams, this isn't what that is. This is something that's meant to be off-road, feels luxurious, at least as luxurious on the inside as those pickups, I think, but it's just more subtle. It's not meant for performance. It's meant to be a nice truck, something you commute in, something that you haul with, tow with, and it does that very nicely here. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4.